What the fuck? Iska. Right, Iska.
Hi. Where are you now?
I'm in Maui, up up at about 2,000 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are all right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy times here. We had to evacuate because some houses were on fire in this neighborhood.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, but the main thing happened in the town called Lahaina, where the whole town burned to the ground. Completely, many
Oh,
people died. Yeah,
oh, terrible.
yeah.
So you're in a different place now.
No, now, once the smoke cleared from those houses that burned, then we came back because
Okay.
the air was pretty toxic for a while. So,
Mm.
but we were very lucky. A friend gave us place to stay and fed us, and so we were first class refugees.
Okay. Oh, life takes care of you.
Somehow, yes. Whatever happens.
Whatever happens, yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Dirk, how's Dirk doing?
He had the operation and he's better,
Oh,
better.
fantastic.
And yes, a little bit unstable, but better, much better. Yes,
Fantastic.
yeah, recovering. Yes. Hmm.
It's so lovely to be in this field again. It's so quiet in me when I just rest with you guys. I love it.
Yes, I missed it. Hmm.
I'm here with uh, my son and his partner, and they have a 2.5-year-old and two young twins. So
Oh, yes.
all day long, I'm jiggling babies, and
Okay, yes. Oh, nice to be around that.
it is nice to be around it. And it's also a very different field than this. This is
Yes,
because
it's true. Yes.
it's hectic here.
Yeah. Yes. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Thanks, Liz.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm on a much smaller computer screen, so if I don't see anybody waving, if someone sees them, just please let me know. Ah, Vedanta. Hi, Vedanta.
Hi, just love to come
Yes,
for a
welcome, welcome.
moment. And it's so
Yeah.
beautiful when somebody asks the question one has oneself, with Liske, to know what is happening. Yes. So I like just the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, so welcome.
Mm. I'm still so full from the retreat and all the joy, and it's in meeting again. Yeah. Mm.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Yes. Yeah,
Thanks, Vedanta.
thank you.
Susanna. Hi, Susanna.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. there is so much tenderness noticed. And somehow there is the idea that it's not possible to be in life like this. So the old patterns of thinking it's necessary to be tough or hard or cool or all that. Yeah.
Good thing we experience it, so we know it's possible.
Yeah, it feels like somehow it's necessary to survive. So.
You seem to be surviving quite well right now.
True. Yeah. Yeah, there are many ideas around that. I noticed a lot of traffic in the mind.
Thank you.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah. Janet. Janet. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Isaac. Isaac, I was wondering if you could point me maybe in the right direction. The last few weeks, I've noticed that normally when I go about my day, I feel like I'm this object and there's other objects, and then there's this kind of, I suppose, a screen that I kind of feel kind of, I suppose, separate. And then there's times when it just seems to something kind of as if it collapses and those objects are there, but like it feels like the screen is going to like it's as if the screen kind of comes forward, if that makes sense. So that's the only way I
Okay,
can
yeah.
describe it.
Yeah.
And then there's this like, oops, and then it's kind of back into the feeling like I'm the object and there's other objects in that screen. But it's been kind of doing that a little bit on and off the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. So, you know, the only thing that's really shifting is the habit of attention. And somehow your system is going backwards and forwards, and it's totally fine that it's doing that. But it's more like this, you know, like this deep resting as the space of all experience, or like somehow the attention focuses in its normal habit of subject object. I'm the subject and there's the objects there. And that's such a familiar habit, such a familiar habit of attention, so to speak. It's not wrong, it's not bad, it's just that's how we were kind of conditioned. So it's Just that recognition that all it is just a subtle shift of attention, not more.
There seems to be a lot of fear around, kind of as if to say drop into it or whatever you want to call it. Like it seems to happen, and then there's like this, in a way, if this is too scary.
Yeah, because it's moving from, a sense of that we know what's going on and that we're in control, to realizing we don't have a clue what's going on and that there is no control and no one to control it. So it's just, it kind of goes backwards and forwards, and they're very different paradigms, very different universes that
So it'll just do its own thing. Is that?
yeah, it's just like, I know you've explored and you know that we actually don't know what's going on. There's like a deep not knowing. And body is bodying. We have no clue, trillions of cells all doing their thing. Life doing its thing.
Because there seemed to be a lot of peace after the last retreat that I went to.
Yeah.
And then it feels like it's gradually getting kind of a lot more kind of noisy, I suppose.
Yeah.
Since then, and then this is kind of coming in.
For me, it just seems like, we're dealing with generations of conditioning and trauma, and, but we see how quickly it can shift. And then it's a question of, well, this really interests me. That's all that really interests me anymore. And so, yeah, well, to me, it seems like the fact that you've experienced even one moment this lifetime of just peace is unbelievable grace or luck or whatever you want to call it. And yes, it does keep pulling you in, and it will pull you in if there's even just a little bit of interest, of which obviously there is, otherwise you wouldn't be here this evening or this morning, where I think it's afternoon for you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 4 o'clock.
Like this whole universe is just flowing, like just galaxies upon galaxies upon galaxies, all flowing and dancing and doing the galactic dance.
Thank you, Isaac.
Janet, beautiful. Where is she? Ah, Antje. Hi.
Hi, Isaac. I just saw that I have in Maui still birthday, so we can sit together on my birthday. Hi.
Hi. Today's your birthday?
No, on the 14th, but in Maui it is still.
Yeah.
And here I had yesterday, yeah, but in
Okay.
Maui I have
Yeah.
now.
Happy birthday. Yeah. Oh, Andrea.
Hi, everybody. Oops, quite many people coming in now. Hmm. Mhm.
Evangelia.
Good evening, Isaac.
Hi, Evangelia.
I'm so happy I met all these beautiful people in person.
Yeah,
What a beautiful Sangha this is.
indeed.
Thank you, Isaac.
Mm.
It was so beautiful to meet you in person.
Well, I'm happy.
I feel so different now in the Zoom. It's
Yeah. Yeah, it's what happens in the retreats is something hard to put words on, but yeah, beautiful.
thank you.
Thank you. Ah, Daphne. Hi.
Hi, hi everyone.
Yeah. Mm.
Mm.
There you go.
Hi, Isaac.
Ah, I forget your name right now, but hey, what's your name again?
Ivar.
Say
Ivar.
that one. Ivor. Okay. How do you say it in Dutch? Ivor.
Ivar.
Ivor. Okay. That's close.
Close enough.
Okay, great.
Ivar was A.
Yeah, Ivar.
Ivar, yes, that's it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I was touched when you just spoke about moving from being to doing.
Mm.
And the transition from the retreat to my life here represents very much this movement. And
Definitely. Yeah.
and in the retreat you spoke about the system going into a fight, flight, or freeze modus.
Mm-hmm.
And recognizing how much investment there is in my doing.
Mm-hmm.
My system goes into a freeze, and everything else is falling apart.
Yeah. What's beautiful, Ivar, is that you're seeing it now. You know, before it was such a habit, it just seemed that was normal. There was no other reference point. That was just, yeah, that's the way life is, you know. And so now you've seen deeper, and so it opens up other possibilities just from the seeing, without needing to do anything about it. Just, you know, your system is starting now to make very fine distinctions, and that'll deepen that by itself. Once there's been that seeing, one time of that seeing, it can change millions of years of conditioning. Yeah. So of course there's an adjustment period, you know, like new habits are forming just out of, oh wow, this other way of functioning, even though it's habitual, I can see it actually costs a lot of energy, and it's a freeze, and it's like, you know, like the system's in survival almost constantly. It never really gets to rest. And you've experienced that it's possible to rest. Wow, that's really big luck. And then on top of it, in the resting, that sweetness, that nectar, or that love, whatever you want to call it, that opens up. I mean, yeah. You've tasted it, you know it. Yeah. So your system's just fine tuning, you know, it's a natural process. It's nothing that you need to do about it.
I find that last one, I find it hard because I'm looking for a way
to
go without making effort.
Yes.
Same time, there's the freeze. I feel I need to do something about the freeze because I don't want to be frozen.
Yeah. So that freezes a survival response, you know, and so somewhere your system interprets that it's existential, but if you look, you'll see there is no actual existential danger in that moment. It's just, it's habit, it goes into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your system's starting to see, wait a second, this is not necessary anymore. It's just, it's how it learned to survive. It's how it did survive till now. So it's not wrong, it's not bad. It just didn't know any better, that's all. And we can see, we don't know how many generations that, like, if you don't, like, really stress yourself, you're going to die. And I mean, so the system is starting to see, it's like, okay, wait, I'm not so sure that's true anymore. Yeah. Like right now, if you just consider for a moment the intelligence of these trillions of cells that make up this embodiment, yeah? I mean, what an intelligence these, I mean, if you've ever seen a video of what happens in a single cell, all those different weird looking things that are doing all this stuff, what an intelligence, yeah? There's trillions of them, bacteria and viruses and human, and it's all doing this dance. We literally are being lived, yeah? It's like, and then somehow we literally are being lived. That
Being
great
lived,
intelligence, yeah. So it's like, and then there's this conditioning, which ultimately there's just the sensations of this moment, and then something perceives it through a filter. Oh, my existence is threatened, and so it goes into fight, flight, or freeze. Yeah, it's a habit, that's been conditioned and trauma-based, basically.
Yeah.
You would never do it consciously, never. So you can see it's automatic and it's unconscious, which literally means nobody's doing it. It's just somehow hasn't been noticed before and it hasn't been inquired into. Yeah, beautiful, Ava.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Ellen.
Hello,
Oi.
I
Hi.
hello. I have kind of question, or I don't know if it's a question, but I just want to say something about it.
Sure.
I was just also really surprised during the retreat, like how many release came out of my system, you can say. And also after the retreat, it was like I was taking pedals or something, and there came so much information and on so many layers, you can say, and it was even sometimes it was a little bit scary because I was just getting in panic. I could feel sometimes like all these flashbacks from the last 3 years, and wow, you know, it's maybe just what you're saying, like that your system reacts like freeze, and then it all gets frozen in the body, or it's sitting there for 3 years long or something, and then I didn't know. I thought I shared already a lot, and I did already a lot of releasing, and then it was, and still it's going on. I can see, like, and maybe I'm just speaking this because it's a kind of check, like, okay, is this? Because sometimes there can be confusion, like if you go there with your attention, you can say, is it not that you're feeding this trauma, or is it just a releasing?
You know, I mean, to me, just coming back to the simplicity, this moment is a sensation.
Yeah.
Usually it's interpreted through our conditioning and our trauma. And when I say trauma, the collective trauma of humankind. Yeah, so that's so habitual, and it's just such a habit that it never has even been noticed. We just somehow we believe our experience, and then if there's any sense of not being at ease, the thinking comes in to try and help. And then it's like then emotions come and it squirts chemicals in and it feels like it feels, and it's like the system is just in this whole chemical, seeing through the filter of those chemicals and the movements of the thinking, and so it's like it's unwinding itself, and it's been going on for generations. And I mean, I'm always amazed at how quick it can unwind itself. It seems like,
Yeah, and I also can see, like, when we were driving back home, there was so much happening in my system, in my body, that I was at one moment laying in the back in the camper, and then my body was totally frozen and shaking, and then this whole accident happening came back. Like it was like I didn't remember anything, but then the information came, and then my system could release. Like it's amazing how it works. Like
and that was spontaneous. You didn't do anything.
No, it's just
happened by itself.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm speaking it, because I see, like, okay, the only thing, just rest, and then you just see what wants to unwind, you say?
Yeah, exactly,
yeah. It's oh, and I was so happy that Martijn came with me.
Oh, me too.
It was really, that also gave a lot of unwinding, you can say.
For sure.
Yeah. So thank you once again.
Thank you, Ellen.
Yeah.
Hey, Albert. Hi. On the
Hello,
left bottom.
Jacques.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, you don't know me, but I just wanted to say hello, and also thank you for the opportunity to visit this beautiful Sangha and share this precious moment.
Yeah.
And there was something that you just said. I really wanted to respond to that, or really wanted to thank you for that, because you were saying every moment of peace is a gift of grace. And I found that extremely beautiful, and also yeah, this is something that touched me, because this is really what I experience a lot in life, especially
Fantastic.
this summer, being on some kind of a quasi solitary retreat in my cottage here, and I'm surrounded by birds and by chipmunks and a lot of green that is speaking to me.
Well,
And,
beautiful.
and this is what you just were saying. It's like, it was a recognition, it's a remembrance, because this is what I'm feeling, that every time that there is this thing that you that I just heard saying, that's just like resting. Every time it feels like grace, it feels like a gift, and it feels like an opportunity. And and you just said that in so simply that it was going straight to my heart. So I want to thank you for that.
And thanks for saying hello. I appreciate it. It's very good to meet where there's this common interest, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's just take a moment to rest with each other and just, like in a sense, when we just rest together, everything that your system has explored and everything that this system has explored has a chance to be received, and inform each other, It's like,
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, Albert. Did I say it correct? Albert, how would you say Albert in Dutch? It's
Albert. It's almost
Albert.
the same. It's almost the same.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a very international name. We can go places with this name.
Thank you. Great. Eva. Eva. You in Africa?
No, um, I'm back in Tenerife.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Lots of things happen.
I'm sure.
Oh shit, the connection is a bit
It's no worries. I
breaking
see.
up.
Yeah.
No, many things happened. I think all good, but it was like quite a intense ride.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I think also after the retreat, yeah, a lot of things are shifting and still moving.
Mm.
Of course, because I was there, with Max, and in that really like a lot of things came up, and yeah, and now I actually don't know anything anymore, which maybe is good. Like I'm here now and trying to, yeah, so many concepts and ideas and.
So beautiful when the concepts and stuff just deconstruct themselves and we can just rest. Yeah. nowhere to get, no one to get there, nothing to do. Yeah.
And also like a seeing of how much I'm just gonna speak it. I'm not sure if it's right or, but like, yeah, like how much the system or this system like is also looking for like outside and yeah, some things happening on that level also.
Level. So look,
Yeah.
of course, look, that's how we were conditioned, You'll find somebody that completes you, and then you'll live happily ever after. And if you don't find it, then it's like it's such a strong conditioning, I mean, it's like that. And then just to kind of land on your own feet, and you're here, and you're sovereign, and your nature is love, and you don't have to do anything for it because that's actually your nature, and it's very different orientation that, trying to please and trying to be someone and all the stuff that comes with.
That's the idea, that you have to be in like a certain way to get
Yeah.
it, and then and also yeah, like such strong sensations with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That it really feels so existential. Yeah.
And beautiful that it's revealing, Eva. I mean, it's like, that's really, that's the most beautiful learning, when we learn within the context of the patterns in our lives as they're playing, and then something sees, whoa, I never saw that this was all just this programming playing, and it's not personal to me. It's like, if you look, most people know it. And there's another possibility. It's just deep resting, being at peace. And then, of course, then you can enjoy everything. Doesn't matter, it's like, but all the stress and effort and
And also in context of then like relating with somebody, like how the other one should be and should behave, and if they then behave in a certain way, then like it's so confusing.
Sure.
Like when you should stay with someone or should go when someone means not well, or like that you need to figure it all out, and I have no clue anymore. So like that's good to reach a point that you really like don't overanalyze so much that you don't know anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I left Africa, and then I thought like, okay, this is, and then now we are still in touch. Yeah, like also I could feel that wasn't even also up to me somehow. That yeah, I can decide things, and then life does its thing also.
Yeah. Even that decision, somehow it happens.
Yeah, and then sometimes like I felt like I needed to, this is maybe then still a question of, I felt like, okay, I now have to feel, why is it that I'm still relating with him, or in general, then like, is it coming from a wounded place in me, and shouldn't I do it, or is it okay? And I really can't figure it out anymore.
Yeah, so you can't figure it out. The noticing is getting more subtle, Eva. That's all. Because it's not you that's doing any of it. It's old patterns. It's old information. So now your system is starting to discern. Okay, look. Yeah, there's some interest or some connection. And, you know, I mean, we've got the programming of our parents relating habits and societal, and I mean, there's a lot of information in all of that. And you just, now you hear and you see, okay, you speak and you see what comes up, and you watch the subtleties reveal themselves. And they will. You don't, and your mind can't figure it out. It's not like that.
No, it has to do, I feel a lot of fear, like of trying to protect to come in a situation that is dangerous or like very uncomfortable. And yeah, that's based on old information.
Yeah. You know, for me, it's like, it's interesting being around these kids, you know, because the 2.5-year-old is just in the phase where tantrums happen. And I'm loving seeing how Kalani and Ashley are with him. They just, okay, he's, you know, they don't make him wrong for it. They just, you know, let him do his thing. And at some point they either, you know, they offer him an alternative to come out of it. Sometimes he takes it, sometimes he'll go on for a long time. And it's just okay. It's just that stage of what's going on. And then there's two little twins of, they're 5 months, and for them it's just like, when they're hungry, they fussy, and when they're tired, they're fussy, and the rest of the time they're just sitting there grooving. It's just like, it's just like life doing its dance. Yeah.
So everything is now okay over there, kind of with.
Yeah, well, there's no more. I don't think there's any more fires. Not that I've heard, but like I would say the main tourist town of Maui was burnt to the ground. So, like, and this island lives off tourism, and so, you know, like thousands of tourists left because, you know, and so that's going to have a knock-on effect for everybody, and a lot of people died. It's like, and they're still finding, there's a lot of people still missing, and it's just in a way, it's a, you know, like, and again, it's hard to really you know, when something like this happens, the community really comes together and wants to support and wants to donate and give and all this stuff. And then there's all the bullshit bureaucracy that comes in. You know, it's like, I've been hearing stories like people making hundreds of meals and trying to get it to people that are in shelters, and then they're not allowed to bring the food there because the food wasn't prepared in a certified kitchen or something ridiculous. I mean, absolutely absurd. You know, like it's just the craziness of humans. It's just,
Yeah.
and yet people are so sweet and, you know, doing their best to try and assist each other. And sure.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Mm.
beauty. Suresha.
Hey, Isaac.
Hi.
How are you?
Life is like it is.
Okay. Mm.
So my life just keeps asking to let go and let go and let go and let go, you know. It's like,
I understand, program. Ah, ah, ah. So let's move together. This is nice.
I love it. I mean, I love it. You know, it's like,
Yeah. Mm. Mm. Mm.
for that.
Mm. Mm. So you're gonna stay there for a while?
I'm here for another month.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Enjoy,
thank you. Yeah,
especially the babies.
yeah. Okay, Satyam. We're just about out of time, but I'll say a quick hello. Yeah. I think you're still muted. I don't hear you anyway.
Disconnected.
Can you hear me, Isaac?
Now I do. Yes.
No, I can't hear you now.
You can't hear me. Okay. Well,
Thanks for using OUD product.
Can't.
I hear you.
Oh, I can hear you now. Yes, yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. Hi, Isaac. Nice to see you.
Hey, Satyam.
Hey. Just back in India now, so just wanted
Yeah.
to, yeah. a lot is happening here in the monsoon. Landslides. The river took 4 lives yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, so these people who just got buried, they were sleeping in a camp and the river rose. And so it's it's the dance
Life.
of, yeah, full on, yeah.
Mm.
The insecurity of the monsoon and India as it is, compared to European, no infrastructure, but people still smiles and on the verge of insecurity. It's amazing.
Mhm.
It's that, yeah. And then in my system, after almost 30 years living in a very secured environment in Europe where things are so controlled, and suddenly well, they seem controlled, but you know, they were never in control really. So suddenly, yeah. And the telepathic traffic where there are no rules, you have to sense each other. Yeah, if you start to say, oh, you don't follow rules, you start to go like that, then you are not present really.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Satyam.
Yeah, thanks, Isaac. Nice seeing you again.
Yeah. So for the next little while, there'll be 2 meetings a week. And when I go back to Australia, then I'll let you know what the next possibility is for meetings. Love to you all. Thank you very much for hosting, Andrea. Love, peace, beauty. Yeah, ciao.